Hey, welcome back. This is JJ here, back to you once again. We got something hot for you. I did say in my last part 2 that I was going to bring to you the Intel build. Well, a question came up in one of the comments about how about doing a kingpin build. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to go ahead and show you a medium, kind of decent kingpin build. But it's not perfect, but we're going to bring it to you. So stick around. Here we go. And good to see you, good to see you, good to see you. Alrighty. Now, the thing is that it was brought up to me about, like I mentioned, about a kingpin build. Okay, I'm not the perfect person for a kingpin build, but I'm going to tell you what my finds are, what I found out. And believe it or not, we're going to take and show you the pricing in Amazon of how much it costs. So let's go ahead and roll around and open it up. But I did promise you all, the thing is the ending of part 2 about the total cost with the graphics card. Okay, now if you've watched part 2, and I told you in the description that I was going to tell you how much it would have costed with the video card. So stick around for that, and we're going to go ahead and pull all this up for you. Alrighty, now you see I pulled up on my screen the ending of part 2. So what we're going to do to make this right, what we're going to do is we're going to show you in this part what it would cost with the 698.61, because that was only the price of the motherboard, the processor, the RAM, the hard drive, the case, the fans, the whole 900 yards. That was 698.61. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and pull up the price on the video card. So what we do is we're going to put the 698.61 and we're going to add that, and then the price of the video card, which is $339.99. Okay, so now on a low budget build, a decent kind of low budget build, that's the price you would get. $1,038.60. So if you're wondering, that's the rest of part 2. Now let's go ahead and start part 3. Alrighty, we did a little bit of a roll up on part 2. Now we're on part 3. And I do apologize about part 2, but now we're back on track. Okay, doing the pricing. Here's the pricing game. I spent a couple hours looking around for the new prices and everything else. This is the Kingpin Z690 motherboard. Okay, it's designed for 600 series processors, like your 12th gen Intel. This isn't for an Intel 12th gen processor, not the 13th gen. I just wanted to go to the 12th gen. before you decide to go up to the 700 series. We're going to take and recap on the 600 series. So this motherboard right here is the Z690. Let me pull this right over here. This is the Z690 from EVGA, the Dark Knight Kingpin board. Okay, now I'm sure you can go on Amazon if you really want to know what it's about, but we're going to go ahead and give you a little cap on what this motherboard's about. This motherboard is about the PCIe 5 Gen, or Gen 5, sorry. The SATA is 6 gigabytes per second, 6 gigabits per second. It's got 2.5 gigabit LAN. It's got the Wi-Fi 6E, the BT 5.2. It's got USB 3.2 and a Gen 2 X2, and it's got M.2s. It's probably got a couple of M.2 slots. So it is an eATX motherboard, just to let you know. So you're going to need a specialized case for the eATX motherboards. And the brand is EVJ, and the socket is L1700, and the RAM modules for this is DDR5, and the 12th gen processor. We'll get to that in a moment. The memory capacity max is 64 gigabytes. Don't be surprised. Some motherboards come with 128 gigabytes, some come with 64, some come with 32. So don't be surprised on the memory storage capacity. But the memory speed on this, the max memory speed is 6600 megahertz, just to let you know. So it does take M.2 Gen 4. It is a 10-layer PCB. It's got 21-phase PWM. It's got metal reinforced PCIe slots. It's nvidia SLI ready. Well, that's a good thing. And you got 2 DIMM dual channel support up to 64 gigabytes. We told you that. 6600 megahertz overclock. It's got 9 USB 3.2s. It's got a Gen 2 port, 6X Type A's, and it's got 2X Type C Gen 2 X2s. It's got 1 Type C header, and it's got 6 SATA 6 gigabits per second hookups to where you can hook it up onto the board. It does have 3 M.2 slots, and they are the key M's, and those are 110 millimeters. You get the 1 MX2 slot key E, that's 32 millimeters, with installed Wi-Fi 6E BT 5.2. Onboard ARGB lighting, plus 2 ARGB and 2 RGB headers, fully customizable through EVJ Elite X1. Now the MSRP on this board is $829.99. The reduced price on sale is $499.99, 2-day price. You'll be saving $330, and it's you save 40%. So that's a really good deal on this motherboard, the Z690. So if you're looking to get something like that, then you're looking to spend about $499.99. So let's go ahead and add that to the list. And then now we're going to go ahead and go over to the processor. Looking at the processor, the 12900KF, 16 cores, 8 performance threads, and 8 efficiency threads, is a pretty good processor. This processor does not have built-in graphics. Okay, if you want the built-in graphics one, then you're going to need to get the K version. That has the built-in graphics. A lot of people are saying, go with the K version because it gives you more, which is correct. You can go with the K version, but in this version, it's matched up with this motherboard, just to let you know. It gets up to 5.2 gigahertz, unlocked, LGA 1700, and it supports the 600 series chipset, and it's a 125 watt. That's not a bad deal. I mean, but you're going to pay the price when it comes to, what you really want. If you want the K, then you can spend $590.05. If you want to get the KF, you can spend $514.99. It's cheaper to get the KF than it is the K. I don't see the difference between the two, except for one has the iGPU and the other one doesn't. So I'm going to go ahead and say that the $514 one is the best deal. So you get that, $514.99. So you're up to $1,000. Okay, moving on down the road. And don't forget that processor has 30 megabytes of L3 cache. So it seems to be power efficient. It's got the Intel 7 architecture, enables improved performance per watt, and microarchitecture makes it more power efficient, just to let you know. So now we got two. Let's move on to the graphics card. So we got the Kingpin graphics card right here. The EVGA GeForce RTX 3090 Kingpin hybrid gaming graphics card for $27.99. Okay, and that comes with, well, it doesn't come with anything just yet. We'll tell you what it's going to do. It delivers level of performance never seen in the next generation of gaming with massive power, massive VRAM, and advanced image processing technologies. You can play up in 8K HDR for the ultimate PC gaming experience. The EVGA GeForce RTX 3090 Kingpin hybrid gaming graphics card features 24 gigabytes of next level generation GDDR6 video memory. This is factory overclocked model, features high operating frequencies and an improved cooling system for long-term reliability and performance. That sounds like a great deal. The second generation of nvidia RTX graphics cards based on the Ampere architecture. The Ampere architecture. That's a good architecture. Promises gamers everywhere the ultimate gaming experience and unprecedented performance in the most realistic and immersive PC gaming. Improved performance of the RT and Tensor cores and multi-streaming processors are at the heart of this new high-tech architecture, which is all about delivering the ultimate gaming experience. The NVIDIA GeForce RX 3090 graphics cards are simply the most powerful cards ever designed in NVIDIA for $27.99. So we're going to go ahead and add this onto it for the $27.99 for NVIDIA for the win. So now we're up to $3,813.98. That's not including the rest of this. So now we got the graphics card, the processor, the motherboard. Now we go to the RAM. Now we're back on the RAM. I picked out some G-Skill Trident Z5 RGB series. Intel XMP 32 gigabytes, 2x16 gigabytes, 288 pin SD RAM DDR5 6400 DDR. Clock 32, 39, 39, 102, 1.40 volt dual channel desktop memory. So I picked that out because it was at the price of $279.99. So let's go ahead and add the $279 and the 99 cents to the bunch. So now we're up to $4,093.97. Okay, moving on. We got to keep this moving, keep this rolling. So, hard drive, you know, that was kind of a hard thing for me to pick out because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do there's no Gen 5 out yet for the NVMe drives, the M.2 NVMe drive. There's no Gen 5 yet. So we had to go with the Gen 4. So what I picked out for that was I picked out the Samsung 980 Pro SSD 1 terabyte PCIe 4.0 NVMe Gen 4 gaming M.2 internal solid state hard drive memory card, maximum speed for thermal controls and everything that you can think of. I picked that card because that was $129.99. It was $139.99, so you save 7%. So I figured it was a good deal. So we pick it up for the $129.99, and that's for Samsung for the win. So we're up to $42.23.96. Moving on right along. That's if you just want one card. If you want two, that's up to you. I mean, you're just adding another $129 onto it if you want another card. But I'm just doing one for right now because I figured that would make more sense. So now that we got all the internal components, now it's time to get the PC case. I picked out the Andes right here, the Andes AI Crystal Cube Mesh front panel ARV3 dual chamber tempered glass ATX PC gaming case with 5 RGB PWM fans, 2 LED strips, and it's black. Now, tell me that don't look good if you're going to take and build a Kingpin system. You get a nice little fat chubby case, and believe it or not, this case right here, this is optimized for high airflow, dual chamber designed for better airflow and cable management, temper side glass, and it's got a USB 2.0 in the front, USB 3.0 in the front, and it's water cooled ready. It'll support a 240-280 millimeter radiator in the top and in the front and vertical. Front and side, and it's got vertical graphics card support. So it'll support a big graphics card, just to let you know. So the GPU max support is 330 millimeters, that's 13 inches. The CPU cooler max height is 168 millimeters, 6.6 inches. It's easy to use. The fan hubs allow you to control the fan speed and LED mode by remote control or connect to the motherboard, control the fans, by the fan speed by the PWM, and lighting by Asus Aurora Sync. So that's pretty good too, that you can do it by Aurora Sync. ARGB, MSI Mystic Lightings, J Rainbow, and Gigabyte RGB Fusion 2.0, and it's got addressable 3-pin headers on the motherboard, for the motherboard. That sounds like a great deal, don't you guys think? So we can do this 199 here. We can do the 199. Yep, 199. And add that to the build. Now let's move on and go to the power supply. See, we got the power supply right here, and this is the one everybody's talking about, and I think it would be a better suit to grab this power supply right here. This power supply right here is the Asus ROG Thor 1200 certified 1200 watts fully modular RGB power supply with live dash oiled panel. It's 1200 watts, it's 80 plus platinum, it's by Asus, it's form factor ATX, so it will fit that case. Its output wattage is 1200 watts. We just discussed this, but it's 80 plus platinum certified for energy efficiency, built with 100% Japanese capacitors for stability and durability. It's got a 0 dB cooling with dustproof IP5X, wing blade fans, and integrated RGB heatsink for the cooler operation. The OLED power display, real-time power draw monitoring with OLED, power display, Aurora Sync addressable RGB lighting featuring a nearly endless spectrum of colors with ability and synchronization effects, and so on. It ranges from 110 to 200 volts AC, and it looks like this. It looks like an awesome power supply. And there's the display for the power. So that's a good power supply. I figured that we can add that because it's $300.90. We can add that right to the build. That's $4,723.86. This is real world prices. I'm not just making these numbers up. These are from Amazon. This all is from Amazon, believe it or not. You know, look. It's got some awesome stuff there. So this is a good power supply. We added it to the list. Now we're going to go ahead and go to the keyboard and mouse, believe it or not. We got the keyboard and mouse up next. So what I decided to do was, I wanted to grab the Red Dragon keyboard and mouse. They're $35.98. It's a good deal. You know, it's a decent keyboard and mouse. I've used it before, so I do recommend it. So for $35.98, it's well worth it. You get the keyboard and mouse, and you get RGB built on and everything else. So $35.98, and add that to the build. So now you got about almost everything for the build except for the monitor. That's what we're going to go to next. We're going to grab onto the monitor. This is what I picked out for a monitor. If you want a decent monitor, this would be the Samsung Odyssey Neo G9. Seems like a really good monitor if you're really looking for a monitor. It's 49-inch monitor. It's 4K UHD. It's LED display, curved screen, 240 hertz, 1 millisecond, and G-Sync and FreeSync and Premium Pro. It's white and black. I don't think it's a bad deal. And the price is $1,788.99. So with all its functions and everything else, we're going to go ahead and add this right to the build. So we're going to add the $1,788.99. Okay, so this is the total up for a whole system. That's not, I didn't even add the headphones. I didn't even add any headphones, any camera. That's totally set. For another video. When it comes to the headphones and the cameras and all that, that's totally for another video. This is just basically the mouse and the keyboard. You know, if you want to throw headphones in, you can say, you know, you can go to Walmart, get headphones for $30. Nice, decent headphones for $30. You can say on top of that with that. But with tax and shipping and everything else, shipping, if you get it from Amazon, all these parts right here that you see today are all free shipping parts. So basically, you save a ton of money on the shipping alone. But the taxes are probably going to run you about $818.60 in tax. So the total bill is $7,367.43 for the Kingpin. For the Kingpin here, the Kingpin Z690. Okay, there it is. There's the build. This is the best I can find on Amazon. So I did all Amazon prices right for you. But anyway, tell me what you think about it. If you really enjoy my videos, like and subscribe. Don't forget, you know, you got plenty of time to like and subscribe. The more that subscribe, help me get out of this little rut that I got going on with, you know, YouTube. Because I still got to get 1,000 subscribers, and I still got to get 4,000 hours of video time in order for me to, you know, to start doing live streams and stuff like that. I got a lot planned for this channel, so make sure y'all like and subscribe. It would tremendously help me out build this channel and get it further up the road. But anyway, until next time, this is JJ, your boy. We will see you again.